Okay, Tracy. So tell us a little bit about yourself, what it is that you do with the Kindersley Klippers.
So I have been on the board of directors with the Kindersley Klippers as the treasurer for about 3 years now, coming into my fourth season with the Clippers. My husband and I have also billeted with the Clippers, or for the Clippers, I guess, since 2011.
Okay, and what's that like being on the board and billeting? You wear a few hats. Must be pretty busy, hey?
Yes, it's very busy, and we have two young kids at home that keep us busy as well. But it's nice to be involved. It's nice to be a part of an organization and the SJHL, and keeps us busy, but it's been fun.
How important is it that these clubs have women sit on their boards or be involved with the club in any aspect?
I think it's very important. I think we are seeing more and more in different organizations and businesses that women are kind of taking an initiative and making themselves more known. I know I can be a little bit of a vocal member in the in the in the boardrooms at meetings, but I just like to be able to, I guess, have a voice and be heard.
I agree with you because sometimes some women, when they get somewhere, they are kind of afraid to voice those opinions, but
Yeah.
they are important. They're a totally different perspective sometimes than what someone else would have brought or what was there before. And it just helps when you have a diverse group of people representing a club. And for you being a parent, what do your kids think of your involvement with the board? Are they old enough to know that?
Yeah, they definitely are old enough to know. They they think it's awesome. They kind of, not that I get to tell them much of anything that happens at board meetings or anything
Yeah.
like that, but there are lots of things that we do as a board and as a club that they definitely get to be a part of that they wouldn't if I wasn't on the board. So um, they are definitely supportive. My whole family is, and it is a lot of work, like I had mentioned before, but it's been great.
And, as far as the community goes, being kind of from that area, I know how much the community seems to really love the Clippers and those boys growing up. How important is it to have those boys show up at things like hockey practices or community barbecues and things like that? What does that do for your community?
I think it's really important that they step out into the community and do those things. They're just great role models for the younger members of the community. And then it brings fans in the stands too. If people throughout the community can kind of form those personal relationships with the players, you definitely see an impact in the amount of people that we have sitting in the stands cheering for them. I know the past 2 years, COVID has kind of put a big halt to a lot of community involvement that we were able to do. But I know this year we have a lot of things planned and our boys are going to be busy.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for your time, Tracy, and for your involvement with the Clippers. I'm sure that organization is so happy to have women like you on board.
Well, thank you so much for having me.